Hey guys, how we all doing today? Continuing my ride. I just did a small video on confidence on the bike, things that can affect your confidence. It doesn't take much, and sometimes it takes a long time to get over. This ties into the video that my friend R1 Chronicles did on what is the right bike, starter bike for you to start on. I really think a lot of that can be determined by what type of experience that person has had on a motorcycle and what type of experience this person has the first couple times they ride the bike. You know, there's nothing worse than seeing a new rider get out on a 1000cc class, 600cc class sport bike and not give the throttle the respect it needs, and it gets squirrely on him, you know, in a turn or whatever, where he has some control issues, and then that affects him in the future. He thinks, geez, I about killed myself, or this thing is too powerful for me, or whatever, when in reality the bike may not be. But it just takes just a little thing like that, especially when you're a newbie, to shake your confidence enough, start putting doubts in your minds about what you should be riding. Now, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to ride. Everybody is different. I can't tell you no more than you can tell me what's a good bike. You know, I can tell you what I was comfortable with when I started riding. Back in 1969, I started riding a 175 Enduro dirt bike. And I want to tell you folks something right now. You can kill yourself on one of those just as easy as you can on R1. It takes a split second. Believe me, I've hurt myself not only through my fault, but through others' faults on about every kind of bike you can think of in the last 40 years. Hurt is hurt. Don't matter. And then along with that physical hurt comes that mental hurt. And I'm talking about you don't even need to really be physically hurt, but you can be shook up enough from an experience to where it's going to affect you for a long time to come. And it starts affecting your judgment on your bike. Not only is it affecting the things you do, it's affecting the confidence that you have, which is a direct result of the things that you do or don't do right. And I want to tell you now that I don't care who you are, you're going to have things happen while you're riding that are going to scare the living daylights out of you. If it doesn't, then there's probably something wrong with you. If it doesn't wake you up, and the guy that tells me that he's almost gone down at 80 miles an hour because his front end twitched or he lost traction or went into a corner too fast, he tells me it didn't have any effect on him at all, other than a learning experience. I'm going to say that guy's probably not telling me the truth, because your heart rate's going to jump. And it's going to be something that's going to stay with you. Whether it stays with you an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year. Those things that tend to show you just how mortal you are, those are the things that can either make you a better rider or just hurt you for a long time in the confidence area, not in the ability area, because your ability is still there, but it will hurt you in the ability to pick up new riding talent. And what I mean is, if, let's say you go into a turn and you're way too fast, and you get on the front brake a little bit, and nose starts diving, and your bike starts doing funny things, and you almost go off the road, because you should be doing just the opposite of what you're doing to get through that turn. Those are the kind of things that next time you go into a turn like that, or the same turn, or a turn that got the same characteristics, you have two opportunities. You got the opportunity to learn and say, you know what, I took that too fast, I'm going to correct what I did, or give this turn another shot. Maybe a little slower at first until you get your confidence back, but you're going to learn from it, and your abilities are going to advance. Now you can do that or you can let it have just the opposite effect on you. And that would be to make you so scared when you go into a turn that it puts doubt in your mind whether you can handle that turn right. So the size of a bike, especially with a new rider, can really have either a detrimental effect, or if the person is not only willing to learn about it, but realizes that they're going to get into some of those situations, that the size of a bike can affect how they're going to handle themselves in the future. Doesn't make much sense, but in reality, it's reality. So, let me turn around in here. Let's see if I can make it. Wow, yes, I guess you can do that. So, I don't know if I'm driving my point home or not. My point is, it's just not necessarily the size of the bike, but a lot of things. But definitely the size of a bike, when you have that much throttle on some of these bikes, can not overwhelm you, but make you doubt your abilities when you in fact have more than enough abilities to handle the bike, if you give the bike the respect that it needs and deserves. And that just comes with time. That comes with learning. That comes with riding. It comes with miles. It comes with a lot of things, a lot of experiences that you got to gain over time. And I don't care how many years you've been riding. Like I said, I've been riding more than 40. I learn something new all the time. And I learned just how much my riding experience ebbs and flows with my abilities. Case in point. Riding when you're sick. Have you ever ridden with a real bad head cold when you're just not right? The equilibrium's a little bit off. That's one of those judgment things. Should I have been riding today? Probably not. So there's where your innate ability is still there, but there's where your ability to ride and do the things you need to do to keep your bike under control may be affected. It doesn't take much. It really does not take much to get you all whacked out of shape. So, enough said on that. But I wanted to let R1 Chronicles know that he's right on the money on a lot of things on what can affect you. When you're first riding and when you get your first bike. I'll talk to you guys later.